Hello everybody, Double J 101 back again with another video, and today we will be taking a look at Power of the Prime's Blackwing. This is their new up-to-date version of Darkwing from back in Super God Master Force, a Japanese-only G1 version. In my knowledge, I don't think they brought out a version of this guy in America, at least the figure. I really don't think so. I know he's a pretty pricey figure online if you look for the actual G1 part of him. But hey, we're here with the Power of the Primes, guys, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the packaging. First, you see Blackwing, the deluxe class figure, with a nice picture of his jet mode on the front. He looks like he comes with a blue hand of sort, 2 guns, and a view of the figure inside the package. And at the top, we see some fantastic artwork of Blackwing on the back of the packaging. Once we turn it around to the other side, we see the usual warnings, the 14 steps to turn his jet mode into his robot mode, as well as how the hand can either be equipped to the top of the jet or the chest of Blackwing. Now for a closer look at his biography. How will the dark-minded Decepticon mercenary wield the power of the Primes? Trademark. So that's about it for Blackwing's packaging. Let's go ahead and get him open and check out how cool this figure is. And here we have Power of the Prime's Blackwing out of his packaging and in his jet mode. So before we take a closer look at the figure, and we will take a look at what came inside his packaging. So first we have the instructions, of course, which includes how to transform him into robot mode, to vehicle mode, as well as where to combine him on. It looks like they are attaching him to Abominus for some reason, but that's a thing you can do, I guess. And it also shows where to connect Blackwing and Dreadwing together to make Dreadwing. Also inside the packaging was his collector's card, which this one is a kind of a turquoise color. Mine is a little damaged, which is a little disappointing. And this is my Cronus Blackwing. Power links with Autobots to amplify their weaknesses. He included a hand for combine mode. This one is a pure blue color, which is pretty nice. I even like that the little cover piece here that you can put a Prime Master or an Enigma in actually covers it up pretty nicely. So that's a nice addition. He also included his 2 guns. Looks like just 2 nice little pistols. Not too bad. Pretty decent detail in the molds. Not much coloring though, just a darker gray. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the jet mode. Mine is very nicely detailed. I do say I don't like this. It's just this is just a very, it's rubbery. It's not much, it's not plastic. I wish it was kind of plastic, maybe then it wouldn't kind of leave this way. I don't really know how to fix this. Maybe if you just hold it that way for a while to make it straight, I don't know. But I just don't know if I feel like doing that. I don't know if it's going to bug me that much, but it's just a little annoying. But otherwise, I mean, the paint on the fins is pretty nice. The paint on the wings as well has a nice lightning bolt color to it with the 2 Decepticon logos. A nice gray paint throughout with the sweet turquoise and blue throughout, which I really like the color scheme on him and Dreadwing. As well on the front here, this is a rubbery feel as well. The nose is good detail in the venting near the cockpit, as well as a nice turquoise look to the cockpit as well. For this time for comparison, I have 2 different ones to compare to. I don't have a G1 because, like I said before, they're quite expensive, and I don't really have that type of funds to throw at something so expensive. So let's go ahead and bring in Dreadwing. You can get a nice view of the 2 together here, which is nice. They're very nice looking together. And I also have a Darkwing from Transformers Universe, to do a nice little view of the 2 here. Of course, this one doesn't combine with anything, but it's still quite the size difference, but not too bad with the paint differential. There's a lot more movement on this guy compared to him, and also a lot less noise with this guy compared to him. He's very ratchety, but overall, not too bad. So before we get Blackwing into his robot mode, let's go ahead and do the combined mode with Dreadwing and make Dreadwing. First with Blackwing, we are going to go and move his headpiece up here, the top part of that cockpit. Move his head, put it in there. This whole part's going to lift up. And when it lifts up like so, you're going to rotate the wings around. Bring them up like that. There's a little peg inside here that you just move forward, click it down, and bring this piece down as well. Once you do that, you're just going to bring the wings out straight, and he is ready to combine. Setting him aside, we'll go ahead and bring in Dreadwind. Dreadwind is a lot easier. There's not a whole lot to do with this guy to get him ready, so you just kind of bring the wings in the back up, and on the wings on the side, you're going to lift up, bring it to the back, click it in, as long as your feet stay down as well. The arm might unpeg as well, but that's okay. On this side, do the same thing, just lift up, fold it to the back again, click it in, and there we have Dreadwind ready to go. Then you just take the two and peg here in the middle, make it nice and straight, and there you have Power of the Primes, Dreadwing. Overall, I really like the combination mode on this. There is a few things I wish they could have did a little better. One, the connection could have been a little tighter. I think I've seen some videos online, people adding a little something to the peg so the movement won't happen so much. I also wish that Dreadwind would have came with another gun. Mine only came with one, and I could have put it on the other side and made it look a little more aesthetically pleasing from both sides compared to just this side. But overall, being that these two were remolds of some Combiner Wars figures, this is a very nice combination mode for the two. They really didn't have to do this, so it's nice that they actually did. And I'm very appreciative of that, because I was never an owner of the original one, so this is the best thing that I got. And like I said before, I really don't want to go out and spend that crazy money. It'd be nice to have them one day, but right now, this is going to work just fine for me. So let's go ahead and get Blackwing into his robot mode now. So first what we'll do is separate the arms, move these out of the way. Up here on the top, disconnect this once again so you can rotate the wings around. You don't necessarily have to do this. They weren't really shown to do it this way. I just like to have the Decepticon logo showing even if they are upside down. You know, it's a personal preference. You can do whatever you please on that. Bring that forward, click it back in, bring his head down. This piece will then rotate to the back and out of the way. For the arms, you just rotate these up and into place there. Same with this side. It's on a very strong ratchet joint. And there you have Blackwing. Just kidding. Let's go ahead and get his legs going too. So down here on the bottom, bring his legs forward, disconnect them. On the back here, you're just going to straighten this out where the peg looks down like so. You're going to click this in. As you can see right here, there's a peg and a peg on the back of that right there. This just connects there together. Same with this side. You're going to straighten that out and put them together. And there you have, for realsy this time, Blackwing in his robot mode. And of course, as we said earlier, Blackwing does include his two weapons, so we can peg these two guns in his hands. It's nice that it came with two guns. Make some good poses with him, if you please. He also included the hand, as stated before as well, which this will fold back, and if you take this little panel here in the front, reveals the port where you can plug it in. You just push it on in there, and the ridiculous hand on the chest thing is a thing you can do as well. Again, not something I will do, but it is definitely something you can do. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the detail of this figure in robot mode. So, as you can see, the wing detail here is the same as the same as when he was in his jet mode, but still very nice detail shown here in the figure. We have the nice shiny Decepticon logo in the middle. His visor is pretty nice as well. We got a kind of a darker purple with that great teal color on the mouth. Very good design. It's just a darker gray overall. Head's on a ball joint. We have shoulders on a ball joint as well. Swivel here right below it. Up and down motion here at the elbows for both sides. Down here at the knees we have a good rotation at the knee. Same with a swivel here on the hips, as well as a ball joint on the hips as well. Get a good motion if you like. Good kicking motion if you like. He will not stand up like that. I am definitely holding his other leg, but still something you can do. As for comparison, let's go ahead and bring in the Universe Blackwing / Darkwing, however you want to say it. I know his official name is Darkwing, but here's a comparison between the two. Of course, you know, the Universe one is quite larger. He's a bigger figure overall. And lastly, let's go ahead and bring in a comparison with Dreadwing as well, and see a comparison between these two. Now, as always, when I don't have the G1 figure over here to the right of Blackwing, let's go ahead and do a G1 comparison, picture-wise, of Darkwing. Overall, Blackwing is a pretty impressive little figure. I do like him a lot. I didn't own any of the Superion jet mode figures, any of those kind of things. I didn't have any of those, so really this mold is kind of new to me. Same with Dreadwing, both of them were. And the fact that they actually put the combination inside these two figures, it's really nice, and a nice little touch that they did that they didn't have to. But overall, that's about it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. My channel is growing at a pretty good rate lately, and I hope you all are enjoying my content. Stay tuned for more, and as always, I will talk to you again soon. Thanks!
Changing